Y'all, if I sound like the least bit of stuffy, it's these allergies. So I'm using the Cover FX gripping primer. I love this stuff. Hey Sosa, this is just to prime my face before I put on my makeup, because I have oily skin and it gets hot here. So I don't want anything to just be sliding off of my face, because it definitely will happen. I'll just look like a big grease ball. So it's like I have to have extra precautions when it comes to putting makeup on my face. I mean, then again, like, I'm not complaining about my oily skin, because when I'm like in my 50s, I'll still be looking flawless. Flawless. I'm actually gonna set that primer with this One Size Ultimate Setting Powder from Patrick's store in the shade Deep Dark, and set all of that stuff. Like, can you see the difference? Can you see the difference from this little centerpiece right here that I just did, and then to this? Watch. I'm gonna just like super mattify it. Do you see that? And then do you see how everything else is still like super shiny? So instant mattification, instant, like, it's like a filter almost. Like, doing this is like putting a filter on the face. Can you tell the difference? Right? Still look super dewy and luminous on this side, and this side is matte. It's like, two different people, two different vibes. Look at that. Can you tell? What is she giving? The word is flawless. But my skin is still like super, I'm breaking out, like, as you see, like all this right here. These are just like moles, really. And then I have some more like skin texture. I have a blemish right there. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, I started juicing, and it's been really like detoxing me, cleansing out my system. But okay, I'm using Kat Von D. This is my like eyebrow crack. Kat Von D. What the heck is this called? Kat Von D Longwear Pomade in the shade Walnuts. I'm not gonna do anything crazy with my brows. Lately I've been doing that like bushy brow look, and I just don't think that looks good on my face shape. Like, you know, when they use that like some soap or the wax, and then they just brush the eyebrows all the way up, and it gives it that like bushy, like cute bushy look. Yeah, that's just not for me. Give me my like super defined, super bold brows, structured, because it just don't look good on me. Like, I think it looks good on other people, but for me, that's just not the case. And if you see me looking over here, I have a mirror right here. So that's what I'm using to do my makeup. So yeah, what's been going on with me? So as I told you guys in my, you know, coming back video, I was gone for a couple months. Literally did nothing, went nowhere, just worked 7 days a week. And it's hard, but really like the hard part is being away from your loved ones and missing out on so much. And I'm not really the type of person to just be like, oh, well, you know, I'm sad I missed out on X, Y, and Z, these vacations, these trips, spending time with family. But I don't know, it kind of like hits different, because it's like, well, you know, I'm not getting any younger, right? My family isn't getting any younger. And it sucks when you miss out on like those monumentous moments. Like my sister, she got her master's degree. I couldn't go to her graduation. Some like great things that happened with my significant other, you know, he's accomplishing a bunch of things, and I couldn't be there to be like, hey, good job, babe. Like, that's badass that you completed this. Or, you know, things with my family, like they were just doing some awesome things, or really just needed, even if it was just some type of like emotional support or just be there physically, I couldn't do that. And it's just become like worth it, but not worth it at the same time, because I don't feel like necessarily that I'm really mostly contributing to anything but a body, because you know, at the end of the day, you're replaceable. And that's with like all things in life. You're replaceable. Don't even think for a second like, oh, you know, I'm a one of a kind, blah, blah, blah. I mean, yes, you are. But when it comes to like corporate America or like the government, you're replaceable, unfortunately. And, you know, with that, having that mindset, having that mentality, you got to be, you know, be able to have that backup plan. Because if you don't, you'll fall short real quick. And you think that like, okay, this is all that I need out of life. And when in reality, it's not all you need. Okay, so to conceal my brows, I'd like to use like maybe one shade lighter than my skin tone, but not really, because I don't like that super like highlighted under the brow, over the brow look. Like, that's tacky to me. So, personal opinion. So I just use like the shade or a shade lighter than my skin tone. And for that, I'm using the Becca Ultimate Concealer. It's like a super creamy, thick concealer. And that's what I'm using to sculpt out these brows. Because girl, that bushy look just ain't for me. It just don't hit. It just don't hit for me. But I feel like it looks good on everybody else. But anyway, I'm rambling. So you have to have that mentality of, oh, I'm replaceable. Oh, you know, they can cut me loose at any second. And it just really got me to be like, okay, well, you need to get your ish together. Like, this can't be for the rest of your life. 1, because you're replaceable. 2, because you want to have a family. 3, because of the family that you already have and you're missing out on so many things. Whether they be something so minuscule or something like completely major, you're missing out. And for me personally, I just feel like life is about the memories and moments you make with your family. Because, I don't know, maybe like they come with you stored away in heaven, and it's like you can just rewatch your life on repeat. Let's talk about that. Let's pause for a second and talk about that. I think when you die, right, you go to heaven or wherever you believe that you go. I personally believe I'm going to heaven. That's just a fact in my head. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I do go to heaven, I feel like 2 things. You die, of course, obvi. God lets you into the beautiful gates and you reminisce with like everyone that has gone before you, that's like in your family, or basically anyone in the world, anyone you wanted to meet, they're up there. If that's what they, you know, if that's where they wanted to go, they're up there. You guys talk, whatever, catch up. It's a kumbaya moment. My allergies. But at the same time, there's like a VHS, DVD, I don't really know. And you're there to rewatch your entire life. Like, from the time you came out, your mama's vajayjay, to, you know, the point of death. Is like, you watch everything that happened. You can see things from, you know, different people's point of view that you interacted with. You can see your family and like what they're doing. Like, what I definitely also do believe, like, your family is watching down, or at least my family is watching down on me doing everything that I do. I know probably some days I'm like a major disappointment, but you know, on most days, you know, they're pretty proud. But anyway, let's go back. You need to focus on doing things for you, what's gonna make you happy, things that you want for yourself that this job can't provide for you. So, you know, girl, stop living in the moment and start living towards your future. And I say that to say, because if we're just doing things to satisfy ourselves in the moment, if we're just doing things to set us up for the moment or for tomorrow, I feel like I'm failing myself, because I need to be setting myself up for 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 years from now. And because it's not just going to affect me, it's going to affect the generation to come. So if I'm just holding on to this day-to-day basic bobo shit, it's like, I'm really failing. Like, girl, I'm failing. So I'm just doing a bunch of stuff to make sure that I don't fail, to make sure that, you know, my kids, their kids, and they kids are good to go. And not necessarily with the mentality of, okay, well, I paved the way, so you don't have to do nothing. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not. But, you know, you will have an advantage of being able to have your own success above everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be a, oh, hey, well, you're not gonna do this because, you know, you're wealthy and blah, blah, blah. No. You're gonna have money, but you're gonna be able to have things of your own so that, you know, it's not just my family's money, it's your money. Does that make sense? I feel like that makes sense. Okay, now that my brows are done, it's like, do I want to do eyeshadow or do I want to do something that's more like natural-esque? You know, I really haven't worn eyeshadow in a long time. I usually just do like concealer over my eyes to conceal my dark circles. And then I do like bronzer in the crease. So I think it's long overdue for some shadow. So I'm going to put like a base, i.e. concealer, that's my skin tone, on my eyelids. And then I'm going to be back so that I can, you know, do a quick eye look for you guys. Be right back. Okay, so now we're back. We're up and close and personal in my space. I don't even know what to do. It's like I haven't worn makeup in so long. It's like, what do I do? So I'm gonna use this like NARS. Okay, I've had this palette for forever. So I'm gonna use this like dark cocoa shade. I've had this color for a while and I love it because it's like the perfect chocolate, and it's a perfect chocolate for like my skin because, you know, I'm chocolate myself. So it's like some brands don't make the browns dark enough, and so I am walking around with basically a shade that just looks exactly like my skin tone, and it's not cute because it looks like I have nothing to blend with. So it's like, bruh, can you like actually make some shades that work for me? That'd be nice. Okay, thanks, pumpkin. I appreciate it. I don't think MAC makes this anymore. I'm using the MAC Gravity Pulls Spell Binder Shadow. I love this thing. So it's like this magnetic type of eyeshadow, and it completely just glides. Ooh, let me show you. That was so satisfying. Hold on, wait. Can you see this? Okay, wait. Let's do it again. Can you see? There's no fallout. Oh man, it's so satisfying. Okay. And I just love, like, purple looks so good. So good on brown eyes. Like, it's a hit. You can't go wrong. That's why, like, purple is my favorite color. And it's crazy because I never, like, ever wear purple. But it's still my favorite color because it can be so subtle, but yet so powerful at the same time. So purple is a hit for me. I don't care what nobody's saying. People always like, oh yeah, pink. Yeah, pink is cute, but pink is like, bro, you soft. But purple is like, okay, yeah, I'm soft and I'll still kick your ass. That's how I take the color purple. Like, I'm just obsessed. So I'm taking this all over my lid, like all over. And I have huge lids too, that's the thing. Now, like I said, it looks messy, but that's okay. Messy is okay. It's when it's like messy and not blended, then it's like, let's chat about this. Okay, whatever. It's on there, but you know, it looks crazy, but that's okay. Then I'm gonna go in with this orange shade from NARS. I don't remember the name. And I'm going right over where I initially put that brown shade, like over it, to like, I guess, warm it up. Can you see that? Boom. Like, just take advantage of your whole eye. Even if you have like hooded eyelids, take advantage of all that crap. And you know, just keep blending. Blend it until your arms, your wrist, your hands, until all that shit start hurting. Just keep blending. Blend, blend, blend. Blend. Are you guys seeing it? Are you seeing it? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Don't worry about this part right here, because that's gonna be swoop when you put that concealer on. Like, swoop. Don't even worry about it. Keep dipping into that orange shade and just blend, blend. Because you know what? We don't want any harsh lines. Just blend away. But not blend the shadow away. Same thing. Dip it right there and blend, blend, and blend away. The goal is never to have a harsh line, because harsh lines just means you just didn't try, okay? And you wanted to walk out the house looking crazy. You did. Because if you didn't, you would have blended until it hurted. But anyways, yeah, so I was gone, right? Hated it. Loved it, but hated it. Loved it because, you know, it gave me time to really just get my thoughts together, write down all my goals, make sure I take every precaution to execute those goals. And I hated it because it's like, bro, this is really unnecessary. And girl, you need to get your ish together so that you don't ever have to deal with this, you know, again, like in the near future. And when I say near future, I mean like in 2 years, because baby, no. Okay, so I have like a lot of fallout all over my face. Can't you see, right? So I'm just gonna go back with that powder, that what the hell you call this? One size powder, and just dust everything off, right? I mean, I don't really care about fallout. It's shadow. What are you gonna expect? A little glitter or stuff right in front of your face ain't gonna hurt nobody. But yeah, whatever. So, okay, done. Boom. That's over. Concealer, because I love to be concealed. Concealer snatches you. I don't care what anybody say. So I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Chai. So I think like the trend these days was not putting a freaking F ton of concealer. But you know what? I don't really care about trends. I'm gonna do it how I want to do it. And how I want to do it is this way. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Feels. This is so like early. I can't even say early. This is like 2015. But I don't care. Like, this is how I like to do it, girl. So that's how we're gonna do it. But I'm gonna let this sit like this because I'm gonna go into the Born This Way matte foundation. What is this shade? Tiramisu. Dude, I love this foundation. Like, I love them both. The concealer and the foundation is like, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then I'm gonna use the Sigma Flat Top Kabuki, the F80, like the triple OG of like face brushes. I love it. So I'm gonna do, you know, my tad bit of drops. And the crazy thing is, when you put that powder on there, you don't even need that much foundation. This is a lot. Like for me, I just used a full pump. So this is a lot. So I'm like, you don't even need that much. But I do want to go for a more full face today, because I'm gonna have some other stuff lined up later. And so I want it to last. But at the same time, I want to look extra, extra flawless. Right? Are you seeing this come together? Like, are you like, or am I just seeing things? I don't think I'm seeing things. I think I'm seeing this come together. Like, for real. For real, girl. All right. It's like, ooh, I can already, Do you see the match though? Like, hello, what you was saying? Were you saying that she doesn't match my skin? Like, she is skin. And then I go in with the same brush and blend out that concealer. Because this shade, it's not that it's too light. It's like the perfect shade for me. And then just adding it, using the same brush that I'm using for my foundation just works. It's like a hit. Don't worry about that. I'm doing that to make sure that everything is good as far as discoloration. Because my eyes are so dark. Like, I get sleep. And I don't know if just because like I'm dark skinned or it's like there's some actual medical reason. I can sleep. Your girl go to sleep. Okay, but they're just dark. And it's like some days I like it. Some days it's like, okay, I do not want to look like I'm dead today. So let's cover those bad boys up. And so we do. So just go in there. It's okay. We'll fix that. That's why I said we're just gonna put that eyeshadow away. Ooh, okay. Usually I go back in with a sponge and just make sure everything is blended. But I mean, were you commenting on something? Because I don't think you did. I don't think I heard anything. And then of course just bring it down a little until your neck. Bring it down on your neck. Because even though she was matching, we don't want any lines. We don't want any harsh lines because who finna clock me? Okay, because I clap back. You know? I clap back, okay? Anyways, let me calm down, okay? Anyways. This is what she looking like. But we're gonna go back into that MAC shadow. And we're just gonna clean up this little area right here. Go back, clean it up. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. And I have like a little extra right here, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine like that. Ooh, I kind of like that little mess up right there. Let's take it down right here too. You know what I'm saying? Makeup, that's the crazy thing about makeup. You can do whatever you want. There's no rules. And so, because I messed it up right here, I'm just gonna leave it. Add it to the other eye. It's best we set this concealer because, girl, crunchy under eyes just ain't it. So I'm using the Milk Makeup Blur Set Powder. And we're just gonna go in. Because like I told y'all before, it's hot out here. Did you see all that? Okay, I keep rambling. Jeez. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm back. So yeah, I'm pushing out. I don't want to say it's pushing out, but I'm giving you guys videos because there was so much that I wanted to do while I was gone that because I was gone, I just couldn't do. And so it's like, oh, dang girl, it's like we have so much to catch up on. So much. But yeah, did I tell you guys I got Sosa Bay back too? So while I was gone, Sosa was actually on a farm, living his best life. Like, he was living a better life than I was for sure. Living on a farm with horses, other dogs. So it's like, I knew he missed me, but I knew he was happy and very much so distracted with life because, you know, there was other dogs and the family was super sweet. Like, they were so sweet. That's set, right? Under eyes, good. No crunchy other eyes. But yeah, Sosa, he was good. Yeah. Okay, under eyes are set. Oh my gosh, my allergies. Okay, if you have any like good allergy recommendations, please let me know. I tried Zyrtec, Claritin, Allegra. That's it. And I'm still just like, I can't breathe. Ciao. This is ghetto. whoever's just like, yeah, okay, all the pollen and all the stuff, just put this on this earth so we can just give humans allergies, is wrong. He ain't right for that. Back into this one size powder. Same thing that we're just using, right? And I'm gonna lightly dust this where the foundation was. Nothing crazy, just lightly dust it. Light dusting, that's all we need. This is a light dusting. Nothing crazy. So this is the Lancome Absolute Powder in the shade Absolute Almond. Now, yes, I do have oily skin. I'm 100% aware. However, that doesn't mean you have to look like a flat matte. I was gonna say the B word, but just a flat matte face, okay? We can still have texture and luminosity to the skin. Yes, then the luminosity will come very natural. Dang, I gotta open this, hold on. This is how much is in the cap. Literally this much, okay? And I am going to grab a big fluffy brush like this, right? Yeah, I usually use this for blush, but I can't find the brush that I'm looking for. You're just gonna swirl everything in there. Just swirl it, tap it off, and buff. But I am avoiding this right here. All right? Avoid that. Same thing other side, go in there, buff your brush in there. And just buff right here. Boom. So I'm using the Fenty Beauty Thick Mint bronzer, and I like this shade, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I could have gotten a little bit more out of this shade, you know what I'm saying? Or like out of this line in general. Like they could have did a little bit, just a little bit, like, no, I don't want to say darker, because I think they do have a darker shade, or they might not, and maybe that's just what I'm talking about, like a darker, not necessarily red tint, but just like, I don't know, maybe I just need to create my own bronzer, like for real. But there's this one company, I can't remember, and I love their bronzer. Like I raved on and on and on and on and on about their bronzer, because it was Black owned, first of all, and then, you know, they provided shades only for us colored women, you know what I'm saying? Now, I do think it's good to be all inclusive, okay? However, when it's like when you're a Black owned brand, you really should have to focus, not should, but I think it's nice when they focus on the brown colored people. Not necessarily if you're Black, but like if you have color, melanin in your skin, I feel like it's good to focus on those shades, because at the end of the day, we are forgotten about. And if we're not forgotten about, it's like a second thought, or it's the last thought, or it's, you know. So I feel like this could have been the first thought, you know, and not the, okay, yeah, like we need darker shades, but are the darker shades all inclusive with all dark skin tones? I don't know, but I like it. I like the texture, so I still use it, you know. No shake, no shot at the. Can you see this? Or am I the only one? Because in my head right now, it's like, girl, pop yo shit. You feel me? Like, it's cute. Okay. Blend. I'm gonna do my nose with the same bronzer, right? Even though my nose isn't the widest or the most narrow. Let's just say that too, or the most narrow. I still like to have a monochromatic face. Okay, so monochromatic just means that like I'm tying in different shades that's already used on my face, i.e. the bronzer, right? And I'm using it in different areas, i.e. the nose. And then I'm also gonna tie it into the eyeshadow. Because girl, we still gotta go back to this eyeshadow. Don't forget that. Now where this harsh line is right there, you see that? We're just gonna go in. And go right there. Right there. You just don't wanna, you don't wanna look harsh. I don't think I'm putting on blush. I would like to. What do you think? I'm gonna use this Juvia's Place Blush Rouge Volume 1. I'm gonna use that top one, this one. Ooh, that's a lot. I only tapped it like twice. I only tapped it twice and it's this much. Yeah, she's pigmented. Dang, like seriously, tap twice and this is what I'm getting. Like, yes, Julia, come through for the girl. Did I just like put everything together or is it just me? Like actually super satisfied. Like, do you see what I see? That's like, yeah. So, you know, I was just talking about this like monochromatic, right? Also with blush, I also put it up here. Like boom, boom. It's crazy, but it like does something. Boom, can you see? Like blush right there, it just hits. And you can't like see it now, but once everything like all said and done, it hits. It hits, baby. Now we have to go back to the eyes because we're not done. We're not gonna go out looking like this. This is kind of busted. I have this unique Mood Struck Precision eye pencil and it's purple. It is purple. And we're gonna put it in our waterline. All messily too, like I don't care. Messy. Girl, I am so upset because my camera had the nerve to be like, oh, you're overheating. Let it go down. So what I did is I put on some lashes, put on some mascara, line my lips, put on this like liquid lipstick lip gloss type thing from Lancome. And I think I'm just gonna go over it more with some lip gloss. I'm not like a matte lip type gal at anything. So Urban Decay Lip Junkie lip gloss. Because the glossier the better. Now she's done. I'm gonna do my edges later. Yeah, this is the finished look, y'all. How do we feel? Hey guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it and I will see you in the next video. Bye.